Welcome to The Explainer. We're diving into a really tricky and costly workplace problem.
So picture this. A serious disciplinary hearing is all set. Then a last-minute sick note arrives. Your first thought is probably to postpone, right? But is that what the law actually says? Let's go ahead and bust this myth. The courts have actually been clear on this for decades.
Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Legally, a sick note is considered hearsay evidence. Basically, its weight is questionable because the doctor isn't there to back it up.
And the Labor Appeal Court agrees. A sick note has to prove it's a valid reason. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The distinction the courts make. Being unfit for work is not the same as being unable to attend a hearing.
The Supreme Court of Appeals said, hey, this note doesn't say anything about the hearing itself. So here's the bottom line. The certificate has to answer the right question.
And this shows that the note itself isn't the only piece of the puzzle.
So let's look at some red flags from actual cases. Patterns to watch for. Courts sided with employers when notes were clearly being used to dodge the hearing.
Remember, it's on the employee to prove they can't attend. A vague note just won't cut it.
Okay, so what do you actually do? Here's a practical checklist for chairpersons. First, really look at that note. Does it even mention being unfit for the hearing? Second, you can ask for confirmation from the doctor. If they can't provide it, well, that's telling. Third, what's the context here? Does this feel like part of a bigger pattern? And finally, write it all down. Your recorded reasons are your best defense later on.
Look, this isn't about being heartless. It's about stopping the system from being abused.
At the end of the day, that's the real question. Is this genuine or is it strategic?